what's the most underrated way to make money that people don't talk about enough or overlook?
Man, just the boring stuff. The boring stuff is there's always money in the boring stuff. So I gave the story about the guy in Ghana that became a millionaire from porta potties. But who makes bra hooks, right? There's so much shit that you just don't even think about.
Coffee sleeves and
the society runs off of, right? Like people got filthy rich off of this shit. And like you said, who nobody grows up thinking I want to make coffee sleeves.
Yeah.
Well, they need it. People drink coffee at a high level. Starbucks is a $1 billion,
one of the top drugs in the world. That's legal.
That's a fact. So it's like, all of those boring businesses that nobody ever thinks about, that the world couldn't actually run properly if it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
That's highly underrated, I think.
Yeah, I agree. All the boring businesses and then derivatives of like who's the family that started Sweet and Low? Never hear about them. They took sugar, made a derivative of it that was unhealthy, deemed it as healthy, got passed, and then they got super fucking rich from it.
And another thing too, a lot of people, guys, if y'all can't figure out what to do, get a trade. Because that's never gonna die. HVAC companies are being bought up like crazy. Shout out for sending me that article. Like, that's a new thing that private equity is even focusing on. HVAC. Have a real skill. Not to cut you off, but no, get a trade. Learn HVAC, learn plumbing, learn how to construction, paint. These are things that flooring, roofing. Look, they're needed, and until we have robots that can do the job, we're going to need people. There's always going to be a need for a plumber.
Yeah.
Until a robot comes and can do the job, until that day comes, toilets will have to be changed, you fixed. It's gonna have to be done, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, people thinking like, I don't know what to do in my life. I'm not saying that you have to be a plumber for your whole life, but I'm just saying that's a skill that can never be taken away from you. So it's a great backup plan, but then you can also become an entrepreneur in that space as well. And these people make millions of dollars on the entrepreneurial side. The people that own the plumbing company, the people that own the HVAC company, these are the everyday millionaires. Drive a Toyota, and are putting their kids through college for this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we need to focus on the careers that are not sexy to give us the lifestyle that we want, opposed to going to the flashy careers that don't pay as much. And I think that's why we have so much scamming in that 2021 and 23 era, because everyone wanted to live up to this lifestyle expectation. It's like you're doing that in businesses that don't really scale. So, but yeah, find a trade.
Do Americans work harder than South American immigrants?
No.
That's an easy answer.
No. I'm trying to think the countries we work harder than.
Oh no, that we work harder than. We gotta go to Europe. Europe, Europe. We work hard. Work harder than Europeans for sure.
Yeah,
they maximize their leisure to the highest level possible.
Highest level. Yeah.
But at some point in time, we gotta have a real conversation about entitlements that Americans have, and everybody's blaming all these immigrants. They, like I said before, they're doing the jobs that Americans are not going to do, or they're gonna
or not allowed to do,
or don't want to do. Like I was talking, my cousin, he got a company and they do moving, and he was saying like he tried to hire Americans, man. These dudes, man, they want to raise after 2 days. They complaining. They like, yo, we need time off. We, feet hurt. He's like, yo, he got dudes from El Salvador. Never, not one complaint ever.
You don't really want to complain there. That's the thing.
You gotta tell them to stop working. Like you gotta tell them, like, yo, you done. The day's over. They're not trying to figure out how to cut corners and on Instagram during lunch hours and make it like there's a real conversations. Americans lack work ethic. This is real shit. And this is why we're losing our spot in the world. Even countries like China, they're more disciplined. They're training their kids at a younger age. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. We've become a very comfortable society with low levels of discipline. This is why we have a high obesity level. This is why we have everything, right? Because
obesity, you brought up Monday, but alcohol, weed, food,
facts,
clothes. The same way the Native Americans got poisoned in that fashion with casinos and alcoholism, it's just permeated through the rest of our culture. So
facts. So I mean, we got to start looking inward, and this is for all Americans. But I mean, we're talking to black people, so you gotta be honest too. You know, there's the problem with work ethic in the black community that needs to improve. That needs to improve. Like, that's just the fact. Like, I've seen it firsthand. Give people opportunities and they don't do shit. It's like, yo, bro, like, what you want me to just give you the money? I'm not like, what you want? What do you want? Like an envelope full of money? Like, this is an opportunity. You too cool. Like, you don't want to look like a certain way. The look is not good enough for you, or you want to have no, not how it works.
Give them a little opportunity. No, I'm joking. But is that done by design, or is that done because I would argue our people are the hardest working people on the planet. What? But if I poison you with food and I take recycled plastic bottles and then I rework it and rebatch it and put it into your Nike underwear, which leaches into your body, and then I get you to drink whatever alcohol and fast food, like, is it a dumbing down effect through the products that we're putting into our body?
Yeah, but at a certain point in time, what can you do, right? We know that, but I'm just saying, you still gotta figure it out, right? Yeah. And it's disappointing because, like I said, it's just a variety of different things. How you do one thing, how you do everything. It's not just the work ethic of it. It's the same thing of, you could give free information, you could do this, people's not going to come. If people give Jordans out, they're going to be waiting online for. No, we gotta have some real conversations. We could blame the government. We can blame, of course, we know farmer, we know all of that shit. But at one point in time, do we actually have responsibility for this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's embarrassing, and it keeps happening. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether it's Drake and Kendrick Lamar, whether it's the Jordan releases, whether it's fucking whatever, right?
The LeBron versus Jordan battle. It's like,
yeah, it's the same shit over and over again. And it's like, nah, man, like, you got time to figure out the highest level of video. I never played video games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like,
no Madden, NBA Jam.
I'm not where I want to be in life. Fuck am I playing a video game for?
A wave release. So video games are PG pornography for men? Go ahead.
No, like I said, you could play. I'm not an extremist, but I'm just saying we got to think things through.
Yeah.
Bro, you trying to reach the highest level in fucking whatever it is. Also, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm trying to, your kid is trying to figure out where the next meal is coming from. Like, that's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't care about sneakers. I don't care about video games. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm trying to get rich, and then I'm trying to leave the country. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my goal. Right. I don't care about none of that other shit, bro. That's just.
How soon you trying to leave?
5 years. Okay. 5-year play.
Got you.
5-year play on the short end, 10-year play on the maximum on the long end. Pause.
They speed up this AI, maybe 2, ain't it?
That's a fact.
Hey, Patrick, I saw you in the studio. I said, yeah, book reading, but I'll see the part. Get your voice down. Got you. Timbo, you and Drake ain't cool. Get us a synthesizer and make our voice. You got some free time. I'm sorry. Hey, you got to find ways to scale. Got to find ways, especially with this administration. I've screamed a lot of times about a lot of warnings. It is going to be rough, and costs are going to go up. And if you're not prepared, we'll see. Though we try it.
If you're not investing your money now, especially now, everybody talking about crypto and, like, you know, it's like, it's not even underground now. It's overly popularized to the point it's kind of even dangerous. But it's like, you're not investing your money now. You got to have some serious questions, because it's like, why would you not? Okay, I don't have enough money to invest. You could invest $50.
Yep.
Just do it. Just so you could actually just know how to do it. Like, you gotta if you're able to eat food and put clothes on yourself, you have enough money to invest. Yep. Right? Because it's like, okay, instead of having 12 pair of jeans, I have 11 pair of jeans. Instead of having 7 pair of sneakers, I have 6 pair of sneakers.
Yeah. Instead
of going out to eat 10 times a month, I go out to eat 8 times a month, and then I make my lunch the other 2 times. Like, you have money. Like this, there's no excuse at this point in time why you're not investing. I'm not saying that you have to have a multi-million-dollar portfolio, but like I said, you can invest $100. You can just invest $100.
Or you can give it to Sophie and let her make 48 million, which is crazy. 48 million for some B cups, crazy. Insane.